We live in a country where Elon Musk is projected to at some point become a trillionaire. Jeff Bezos has over $100 billion. You have a bunch of people with hundreds of billions of dollars. And at the same time that's going on, we have like 600,000 homeless people, maybe 40 to 100,000 homeless veterans.
All right, this argument to me, I just simply I didn't make them like that. What do you want me to do? If he's projected to become a trillionaire, that is on them. They can become a trillionaire. And I hope that we could put some things together where, give to charity. I do believe in giving it to charity. That said, Elon Musk did not make them homeless. Please do not make me defend Elon Musk. Because Kyle Kulinski, this is supposed to be the episode where you trash Matt Walsh. And I kind of like it. Matt Walsh is somebody who just takes any kind of chum in the water and talks about a bunch of nothing. With the same stuff that he complains about with the left about, he definitely does the same thing too. He just sit there and talk about nothing and gets his talking points, and he better not go too far past those talking points, or else everybody knows. This is across the board. Everybody knows if Matt Walsh starts talking too much, he's going to get the axe. And he doesn't believe in himself enough to go out on his own. Sorry, yes, I did say it. It's just the truth. So let's just go ahead and get into this. Let's hopefully, let's skip to see where, Kyle Kulinski starts really getting into Matt Walsh, because I'm not really all right, bet. Okay, sorry about that. Let's go into it.
With a massive government effort. And so the right has their own things that they say about this. Now, I'm going to come back to that in a second, but first, let's watch this. So this was tweeted. This guy created a tiny home that could solve homelessness. Let's see what he says.
Ryan, what have we got?
A little tiny home here. So it is 4 feet by 7 feet, so it's 28 square feet total. I want to show you around a few things. Take a peek.
Okay, I'm going to sit right here in the corner, okay, Ryan?
Okay.
Mind you, I'm about 6'2".
I'm 6'1". I fit in here, I got a lot of space.
Yep.
So inside here, you got your ventilation. This is really important for the wintertime, for the summertime. You can keep all your heat and you can cook. Right here, you got a desk. That's the way you can eat, do your artwork, do whatever you got to do. Down below the desk, you got some more storage. Right there, that's where I keep the bedding for the unit. You got a microwave up here. You got some running water right here. And just to make sure you're safe when you're cooking, you got a smoke detector, carbon dioxide detector here. It's got to be safe, right? That's 100%. And if you happen to have, your cooking gets a bit too spicy, you got yourself a fire extinguisher. Below the sink here, you got a 20-liter water tank. Up here, this is where you store all your kitchen stuff. I got a propane burner behind me. And then
Where do we see, Brian?
When you're ready to go to bed, I grab this back cushion, put it down, move it over.
Damn. And the same thing for this one, right?
This cushion as well slots down.
Oh my God.
This is bigger than a single, but smaller than a double. So it's actually quite spacious. I'm 6 foot tall. I got no problem here.
Damn, Ryan, thank you so much. And where can people find you?
They can find me at my website, tinytinyhomes.ca. They can find me on Instagram at tinytinyhomestoronto, or they can find me on TikTok, tinytinyhomes.
You're a man. Appreciate you. You're doing God's work. Blessings, brother.
So look, we've had the tiny home revolution. They got a whole bunch of TV shows on that. I'm sure you guys have seen them from time to time. Now you have tiny homes. And look, this is a way for, hey, we have a problem. Let's try to fix it. Let's get homeless people a place where they have a roof over their head. Nobody's saying, give them a mansion with a pool in the backyard and a fucking hot tub and a sauna and whatever. Like, no. We're just talking about solving an issue here where you can get people the help that they need. And you could also put a roof over their head because they have a right to have a roof over their head.
Yeah, if we actually were allocating money the way that we're supposed to, we wouldn't even have to do this tiny house thing, okay? There's no reason why. Like, homelessness could be fixed. Everybody's talked about this. The thing is that if you actually fix homelessness, the bureaucrats don't have jobs anymore. Like, who's going to actually have what are the organizations going to do next? So it's like this stupid thing in society where, like, well, we can't live in utopia. So it is what it is, right? Because I don't believe there's utopia on earth. I do believe that we can make the world better in a sense that we're supposed to fight and make it better. And that's how, just as a Christian, that's just how I feel. By the way, please don't forget to hit the like and subscribe button. But that's a good little idea. I'm going to get to the part where he starts ripping on Matt Walsh about it.
They don't deserve that, right? Well, what about a tiny home like this? One of the Daily Wire goons has some thoughts. So Matt Walsh comes out and says, A homeless person will turn this into a horrifying shit and trash-filled drug den in about 45 minutes. By the way, let me just pause and say, so what? So what? Who cares? Homeless people are not homeless because they felt, whoa, let me repeat that. Homeless people are not homeless because they fell on hard times. Oh, they're not? They're not. They're homeless because they are completely dysfunctional, drug-addled vagrants who have no ability to live in civilized society and no interest in even trying. It's time for everyone to grow up and start being honest about this issue. Wow. He said homeless people are not homeless because they fell on hard times. Well, Matt Walsh, I got some bad news for you. That is objectively the case. In fact, I remember I was watching shout out to this guy, by the way. Go subscribe to his channel, RM.
Actually, let's just real quick rewind. Matt Walsh is disgusting. There's no need to make this, like, I just don't understand what part of this makes a person feel. Matt Walsh is so, what's the word I'm looking for? Matt Walsh is so miserable. It's out of pocket. Like, it really is out of pocket, because this was an out of pocket type of statement. You know, homeless people, a homeless person is going to turn into horrifying ish and trash. All right, even though, yeah, I have seen things like this happen. I've worked with these, you know, with people and all of that. So I've seen these kind of things happen. But at the same time, dude, calm down. That's not the first thing. Somebody's trying to, you know, hey, maybe he's trying to help and do something, you know. He's actually trying to do something. So what does that make you a good person? This guy is Matt Walsh is so miserable. He's so miserable. I don't really want to hear the story necessarily. I just kind of want him to go back to Matt Walsh. All right.
All of the law-abiding citizens and families who should not be forced to live in an open-air drug den. He always gives away the game. What he's saying is he doesn't view any homeless person by definition can't be a law-abiding citizen. That's what he's saying. That these are others. They're less than human. Helping the homeless is a secondary priority, and you help them by not tolerating their dysfunction. You help them by not tolerating their dysfunction. I understand all of this sounds shocking to people who are not used to hearing anyone in public say what we all know to be true about this issue. So in other words, you ready for this? Here's his solution. Ready? Hey, you, stop it. Hey, stop it. Hey, get your life together, bro. What are you doing? What the fuck's wrong with you? Get it together. Get it together. Well, gee, Matt, I wonder if that's going to work. I wonder how that's going to go. I wonder what the end result will be of your brilliant idea to chastise them, scold them, tell them it's their own fault, and then as you go on to say, like, basically just arrest the motherfuckers. What a great idea. Geez, I wonder if anybody's ever considered criminalizing homelessness before. What's the end result if you criminalize homelessness? Oh, you just lock people up. You make it a crime to be poor. That's what this is. It's a crime to not have the means to be able to afford a roof over your head. That's what this is.
And if we did the programs the way they were supposed to be done with the right people in them, we wouldn't be having these kind of problems. But he's right about everything he's saying about Matt Walsh, because we've gotten to this point where conservatives do think that, you know, they call themselves conservatives, right? So they think that ragging on people is like, come on, bro, man. You're ragging on homeless people, dog. Like, I'm not trying to say, you know, like, I get it, man. There's a lot of crime and all that comes with that. I definitely do. And I don't believe that anybody should get hurt just because you're homeless. And so that's why I draw the line. Law-abiding is law-abiding. You know, if you commit a crime, we have a way where we could, there's so much that we could do. But instead of somebody like this talking about solutions, he's just going to, you know, send the vagrants to prisons and asylums, you know, for the ones who are not a hopeless case rehab centers. But he barely, you know, setting up a campsite on the shit. I mean, I get that. I do. That's why I said we don't need the tiny homes. But at least he's trying to think of something. You know, we don't need the tiny homes, but at least he's trying to think of something. The fact is, though, this kind of like talk, bro, it's not even, you know why? It's because I know that Matt Walsh is like so afraid of Ben Shapiro, and that's why I have absolutely no respect for him. I'll see you guys at the next one.